Hello. Today I'm just gonna be talking about Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion. So, for some context, Metroid Fusion is a game that I played pretty recently, actually, like a few weeks ago, and I really enjoyed it, and it was really fun, and I liked it. Then Super Metroid, was a game that I've been playing off and on for about a year or so, and I didn't really like it as much as I did Super Metroid, or as I did Metroid Fusion. So I'm just gonna talk about that today. So yeah, enjoy, and if you like the video, like, subscribe, whatever. Also, just a precursor, I'm not using any of my own gameplay for this. I'll put the credits for the gameplay in the description. I'm just not using my own gameplay because I don't really have the time to replay these games just to get footage for them, so yeah. Hey guys, so Metroid Fusion is an amazing game. It's probably one of my favorite Nintendo produced games, at least in recent memory. I just had so much fun playing this game. Like, I played this game for like hours on end, and it's not that long of a game, but I like suck at Metroidvanias, so it took me like, I'd say like 8 hours to beat this game, and I loved every second of it. It was just so fun, just exploring the BSL and fighting the SAX, and I'm gonna be honest, it was the first Metroid game that I've beaten, and it's the only one that I've beaten, to be honest. Like, I consider myself a fan, but these games are, like, I do not have the intellectual capacity to play them. Like, I consider myself smart, but I don't enjoy, like, wandering around areas, bombing every possible surface, which is probably why I liked Fusion, because it's a very linear game. Basically, like Adam, your ship's computer, he basically just tells you where to go, and I really like that, actually. Like, it's like giving you a helping hand, but like he doesn't tell you how to get there, so like sometimes you just have to, like, go around some places and stuff. And so yeah, I really like that, as opposed to Super Metroid just like throwing you in and having you figure it out for yourself. Like, it's just kinda I don't know, I didn't really like it. So anyways, Metroid Fusion also, it like has like a story explanation for why the enemies that you fight like recharge your health and missiles, whereas like in Super Metroid they just like drop missiles and health for some reason. There might be a lore explanation for that, but it's not really explained if there is, unless it's in Other M. I haven't played Other M. But, yeah. So, Metroid Fusion, oh, it's so good. Like, the world building and the atmosphere, it's just so good. Like, when you find the SAX, like, when it blows up the BSL above, like, the BSL space station above the main elevator shaft, and there's, like, the cutscene, that was, like, oh, that was so good. What else is it? Like, all the times when you have to engage with the SAX, the atmosphere is just so great. Like, it's like one of those hold your breath moments. And like, the SAX isn't even like scarily designed. Like, it just looks like Samus, but like, knowing what it can do to you, and like, oh, it's just like crazy. And then I really liked how they were able to like integrate different like biomes and like rooms and like regions, I guess, into the BSL, because like it's all artificial, and I really like the artificial look, especially like Sector 2, I think it was, like the natural sector, though, like the trees and everything and like the roots going everywhere, like contrasted with the technology, looks really cool. And like all the areas, they just look so cool. They're all like visually distinct too. Like you can tell for the most part, like when you're in one of the actual rooms, not like one of the navigation rooms or anything. Like no, like one of the actual rooms, you can like tell like what's what. And that's really cool, I think. Whereas like Super Metroid, like yeah, they have like the different regions, but like I don't know, it just doesn't really seem that plausible to me that there could be like in a natural planet. I mean, obviously this is like an alien planet, so it's a little different, but like it just doesn't seem that like plausible. I don't know. Metroid Fusion, I think it's very good in like terms of gameplay. It controls great. The story is good. So I'd say it's probably my favorite Metroid game. I haven't played Dread yet. I should, but I haven't. So I'll get on that eventually and see if it's better than Fusion or not, but yeah. Now on to Super Metroid. Super Metroid, I remember playing this game like when it first came out on the Nintendo Switch Online thing. On that. And I don't know. This was a while ago, so like I didn't have like the patience to play through it. And so I think I got to like I don't remember where I got. But I don't think I got out of Brinstar. And yeah, so I think I stayed in Brinstar. But oh, my mic is sweaty. Okay. Yeah, I did not stay in I didn't get out of Brinstar, I think. And recently I went back to it, picked it up, and I still wasn't able to finish it. And I think this is probably just a problem with me as a player. But I just can't like sit through Metroidvanias. Like I played Hollow Knight and I loved it, but I feel like Hollow Knight, it does a better job of like telling you where to go and like using like an invisible hand to guide you, and Super Metroid does. Because like in Hollow Knight, I felt like if I didn't know where to go, there was always something that I could do to like find out where to go, and I didn't even need to go where I was supposed to go. Like when like you can go to like the 3 areas like Crystal Peaks, explore City of Tears, and like the Royal Waterways. Like you're supposed to go in the Royal Waterways and fight the Dung Defender, right? But you can also just go to the Crystal Peaks and like do shit there. Like I don't know, it's not as like strict of a structure. But then like Super Metroid, it just felt like there's always somewhere that you need to go, but it's really hard to find where that is. Like I know that there's like sequence breaks and stuff in the game, but like from a casual perspective, you're not going to be doing that. Like you're going to be trying to find the right upgrades, and it takes so long to find those, and like I just don't have the patience for that. Like I know like the point of the game is like to find like it's to explore and find upgrades to find the next upgrade, basically, right? But like it just feels like I don't want to spend that much time just like bombing every surface in a room to try and find where I'm supposed to go. Like, that's just not very fun for me. And I know there were a few of those moments in Metroid Fusion, but like, not as many as in Super Metroid, I think. Like, I don't know, Super Metroid, it just feels like there's a pretty defined path that you're supposed to take, but it doesn't tell you how to take it. And like, I still respect the game a lot. Like, it was very influential, very ahead of its time. And like, it's still a game that I think is like one of Nintendo's classics. But it's just not a game that I can enjoy, which is sad for me, because I just don't have the patience to sit through it. And that's probably my fault. But Metroid Fusion is like the exact type of game that I want Metroid to be, really. Like, it's not, it's a linear game, right? But like, you make your own pathways, or you feel like you're finding your own pathways. And like, while there is a predetermined path for you to take, it doesn't tell you what that predetermined path is. Instead, it like subtly guides you on that path. And that's what I think is so good about Metroid Fusion compared to Super Metroid. Like, Super Metroid, it's just like, go explore for yourself. And like, Metroid Fusion is like, here's where you should explore, but we're not gonna tell you like how to get where you need to be, if that makes sense. It's kind of like, you know, like the hint system in Zero Mission, which I should play. Actually, I haven't beaten that game yet. But like, the hint system in Zero Mission is really well incorporated. Like, you can choose to take it, or you can explore on your own. And if you choose to take it, I think you get a better experience out of it, because you don't like spend frustrating hours just exploring every single room to try and find where you're supposed to go, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is just a little video about why I feel like Metroid Fusion is what Super Metroid was supposed to be, and this is all unscripted, like in a rant format, so if some of it doesn't really make sense, that's probably why. So, have a great day, and bye. Also, shout out to Z Fox. Okay.